everybody. Welcome to Candy Coated Conversations with your girl Candace. And it has been a day, and I'm so glad it's over with. Hope everybody had a wonderful day today. I really do. This fine Monday. Look, everybody didn't see Monday, so while I'm complaining, you know, I'm grateful as well. Hey, Coco, what's going on, girl? Hey, Cherry Blossom, how are you doing? Just give everybody a chance to get on in here. Hey, Coco.
Hey
Hey,
Mama.
Daniel. Look, is it really a happy Monday? I had a bad end of my day, Daniel. But look, the day is over. I'm getting my second wind. So it's gonna be good. Nice to see you here. Look, I'm glad to see you here too, Daniel. Because look, I don't know which channel I'm supposed to be going and looking at my sports clips on. The new one or the old one? Which one should I go to? Put it in the chat. I look, Cherry, look, it has been a day, girl. But coming off a good weekend, I think I just got a little tired at the end because I wasn't up late. I just woke up extra early. How's your day been today, Coco?
Pretty good. I can't complain.
Oh my God, get up here, voracious one. Okay, so I should go to your main channel. Voracious one, get up here. Look, y'all know we towards the end. It is still Mental Health Awareness Month. So look, we need to do a mental health check in real quick? Look, because look at work, these last couple people really try to take me all out of character. Look, how many you got, Daniel? I subscribed to some other ones that I saw you posted too. I don't even watch Star Wars, but I subscribe just to support. Y'all check out if you like sports, check out Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. He gets all the clips and then sometimes he plays the game too and comments and things like that. Coco, what's going on, girl?
Girl, nothing. Just trying to keep up with all the Diddy drama.
I know I'm Diddy out though. I don't even know if my mental health can take Diddy today.
Girl,
Oh,
I feel
hey
you. Yeah.
voracious one, how you doing, lady? Hey, Worthy Family Channel. Come on up and chit chat today. You too, Daniel. So,
Hey,
voracious one,
D-Line.
what's going on? Mental health check in. No need to apologize, Daniel. Look, a lot of people love Star Wars, and even though I don't watch, I'm still gonna support. So, no big deal. Voracious, what's going on, girl?
Uh, today has been a day. Like I'm just like I don't even know. Like you ever have a day where you just can't say nothing, but then you like, well, I what did I say? And me and my so we had some stuff that's going on like here, right? So me and my god brother went into a mediation, but then afterwards he just went in like something about an argument it was happened a couple of months ago, and he's like, "Oh, you tried to fight me and stuff," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And that just took me in a whole loop after I got through the whole stressful day, and
Mm-hmm.
here he come with something from like 3 months ago when I'm not even the type of person that's trying to fight. Like I will, if you, me and my family, we'll argue. We'll
Mm-hmm.
get across and that's it. But we're never trying to fight. And he's headstrong on that. And I'm like, yo. And I told him, well, I'm sorry you feel like that, but that's not what was happening. I was trying to get you to not run away. I wanted to finish the conversation so we didn't have to come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I be tired of that. Like, you gotta, okay, I gotta wait for you to get through it or that. Then we can come back and have a conversation. And all I wanted to do was finish having the conversation that day so we can get through it. But that today just went, and I'm like, yo, you still been holding on to that. So for me, you've been being real phony for like months now, so I don't even know how to feel.
Wow. So you feel like he's been holding in some resentment for 3 months that you don't even
Yeah,
know, at this point, you don't even know what it's about.
right. And I'm like, now it's like my daughter's telling me is like, well, How about you just say you agree to it? No, I'm not agreeing to nothing that I'm not doing to do that. But um, I told her I feel a way that you've been sitting in my face all this time, and you feel like this. Like me personally, if I have a problem with you, before we can move further, we have to get it out. I
Mhm.
can't sit around and talk with you and not get the problem out. You know what I'm saying? And then we just acting like nothing. I can't do that. I've never been able
Yeah.
to do that. You know, so now I don't even know how I feel about him. And I have went through in life.
Take your
I have,
time. Sounds like you getting emotional. It's gonna be okay, Voracious. Take a deep breath. You said this is your god brother, Voracious?
yeah,
And have you guys are you guys have always been close, I take it? You had to have been or you wouldn't feel the way that you do.
yeah. We've always been close. Like that is like I'm my mother's only child. So like I literally grew up like I have well, one of my brothers passed away, but I have another little brother. But they're my dad's kids. So I grew up I was just me and it was just like whoever the neighbors was in our building like that. We was like siblings, like that's how close we grew up. But my god brother, like we always like from day one and and I always he's like 2 years younger than me. So when we met, I was like 6 and he was like 4. I've always through my whole life
Take your time, take a deep breath.
I have always through my whole life felt I had to protect him.
Mhm.
And that's what I did because, like, he's so small. People take advantage. People always want to fight him. They never had to fight him, but they always had to fight me. Anybody who tried to do anything to him. And
Had to go through you.
yeah,
Mhm.
so that, like, to know that, like, that hurts.
Do you even recall you said it was 3 months ago? So for you not to really remember, was it something that you found trivial when he brought it up? Did you even remember the incident at all? Or you just
So
didn't think the incident was as large as it was to him?
it was, so I remember the incident it was about, okay, so, like, I feel like he's always in a competition with me that he doesn't have to be in, right?
Mhm.
Because he went to the military, I went to school, right? That's the choices, right?
Mhm.
So in the military, he didn't get out of it, I believe, what he wanted to. And to him, I think he felt like I got more out of going to school. So he always talk about the fact that I went to school and I have this and I have that, I'm doing this and that. And I'm like, yo, I said, there's nothing about that. I said, don't even worry about that. Everybody went where they were supposed to in life. And you know what? We doing our thing from there. I said, you can't be, your road, my road wasn't your road. Your road's not my road. And I accept that. And I kind of think in that conversation that day, he was stuck in my road. And I'm trying to tell him, like, you are still relevant. Like I don't feel like that. And then he just like took it to a no whole nother level that I'm saying that, oh, I'm bigger than him, better than him, but he's the one caught up on that. And I'm not. And I'm trying to let him understand, like, listen to me. I'm not caught up in that. Like, that's you. Stop it. And then he called a couple of other friends and they told him, like, yeah, that don't even sound like Quran, and oh, that's what everybody called him. So, and then, but he's still like, so then he was trying to walk out the room. And I'm like, wait, no. Now, mind you, I walk with a walker. So now I'm trying to, and this is before my second surgery. So now I'm trying to get him and cut him off at the door. Like, no, let's talk about this. Don't run away. Let's talk about it.
Mhm.
So he took that as and he was trying to walk out the door, but my son was walking in the door because anytime he gets upset, and the other thing too is he drinks a lot. And I feel like that's another problem.
Mhm.
So he went on. So my son is coming in, coming out. He smacked right into the door. And then it's like, so that left him to have to kind of listen to what I had to say. But when he turned around, He swung at me. I never swung back
He
at him.
swung at you, a man? I
Yeah,
don't give a damn if he's little.
yeah, he a little bit, but he didn't connect one,
It
and
don't matter to me. The fact that he attempted is, yeah, I got a problem with that.
so
Did,
then like he didn't connect, but it was still like that. But the thing about it is, I still did not swing at him.
mm-hmm,
And today, the argument that he's trying to have is that I was like, oh, what's up? And I don't, okay, how you say ninja? Oh, what's up, ninja? And but he didn't say that word. He
mm-hmm,
said the other word. And
mm-hmm,
then what you want to do stuff. Now, let me tell you something. I don't even talk like that. Anything I've ever got into, everybody will tell you she ain't said nothing. I don't talk like that. One, I think I don't care who say it. The word ninja, I feel like it's it's a disrespectful word. And I
mm-hmm.
don't have it's not even part of my vocabulary. So for him to come back to me today and just say that, and I'm like, yo, I don't even talk like that. What are you saying? So now you hitting my character and all of this because of what? Because you had a couple of drinks. Yes, it was a very stressful day, but we got through all the stress part of the day and stuff like that, and only to come back to this place right here. And now I feel like, yo, like it's just I feel like my feelings is hurt. One, I would never hurt him. I endured some stuff in my childhood that I didn't need to do because I was protecting him.
Mm-hmm.
I would never ever hurt him. So for him to be like that, I don't know. I don't even know where my head is at right now. Where my mental health is right now, I don't even know. But it'll be I'm gonna get it together. But I'm not understanding what's going on today. Today has been. I had such a good. The service was so good yesterday, and I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
the week is set up right. You know what I'm saying? For today, that I said, oh my God, here go the devil. I can't.
Well, you know what? The devil is always busy. It's just what you know. I mean, sometimes it's hard not to take things personally. But yeah, the devil stays busy, voracious. But I'm praying for you, honey. I think sometimes you guys may just need a little space and then come back together, and he needs to it sounds like he's needing to deal with his addictions, because even that excuse, the military versus school, I mean, he does realize he could still go to school. You know what I mean? So that's really kind of a cop out as well, to try to bring that up. He can go to school at any time and change his life around if that was the only issue. You know what I mean? But it sounds to me he sounds a little volatile, and maybe the alcohol is playing a part in that.
Yeah, and that's what I know. I've been trying to address that in like the most respectable way that you can try to get somebody to like realize that you got a problem.
Mhm.
And it's just like hitting a brick wall. But I've still been trying. I still haven't been like, like coming at um and then but the only thing I do, but I will say this, I'm not gonna leave this part out, that when I do get mad and then he run, I will call him I don't even know how to say this online, but it's the female part. I will call him that. But
Oh,
and
okay.
that's the most, and I tell him, I said, because you always running, like you won't never face a problem, and
Uh-huh.
I tell him why, but I'm not saying that that's right, but that's about as much as he gonna get out of me as in that aspect. And all I want him to do is just do better. And you're right. And that's what I keep saying. Like, you're very good at this. Go to school for this. And you can. Like, don't get you not, my lane is not your lane. Like, leave my lane alone. I'm a very caring, compassionate person. Like, I think. I think about people before I think about myself. Not saying that that's right, but I do it that way because it helps me to make plans for whatever program that I'm going to set them up for. I said,
Mhm.
that's if that's not you, if your thing is like you're a good administrative assistant or whatever, however you work good in the office, do that. Go to school for that. Go to school for business administration. so that you can get your own business going. Like, and this is the type of stuff I be telling him, but he's so busy want to go to school for what I went to school for. And I'm like, that is not is that's gonna take too much out of you. That's how come every day you come home, you feel like you have worked at a shipping yard. I said, I
Well,
know.
let me tell you. Hold on. Let me pause you, voracious one, because I want you to think about this. If he is telling you that that he's interested in doing what you do for a living, why are you not encouraging him instead? Maybe is that possibly why he's feeling like you're not wanting him to basically quote unquote have anything because he may feel like you're discouraging him from something, or maybe making it seem like I did this but you couldn't do this. Now
No,
you know I always had to play
yeah,
devil's advocate.
yeah, and no, you 100% right. So no, because when he moved down here, because I introduced him to the field I'm in, and
Hmm.
watching him in the field and how it's wearing him out. That's how I'm able to say that. Because when he first came down here, yes, I was on board. Yeah, you go to school, da, 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 do this. But the way he's coming home and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, they're going to run you in a hole before you get anybody better. I said, you're going to be a patient before you help anybody to the fullest extent. So I did the time frame because
Hmm.
the job he's working, I got him off of what I do. So I definitely supported it in the beginning, but I had to recognize that this might not be for you. So, and
Hmm.
things kind of change.
Well, you know what? He's gonna have to get himself together. I know you care about what happens to him and things like that, but a person has to be receptive to change,
Right.
and you can't force that. You definitely can. Forcing it is not gonna work. But I'm hoping you feel better. And, I definitely hope that this is a relationship that can be salvaged. I think it could be,
Yeah.
but it just may take a little time. And sometimes you have to put a little space between you guys so that everybody can clear their heads and, come back even better,
Yeah, that's definitely what the space that I'm in right now. I really thank
Look,
you
but
guys.
as
I
for your
feel better.
mood, what was that you had on your birthday? I think you need to have a little of that.
Oh, that that
That might
what
help your
was that
nerves today,
lemonade?
girl.
What's that THC lemonade? That thing,
Yes.
that thing worked for like two. I think it kicked in later on, and then it worked for like 2 days after that. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that never again. So,
Look, that had you feeling good. So
hmm
order you some more of that. Okay, let's say hi to the people. Let's say hi. I'm going up to the top. Hey, of course, Coco's up here. Hey, Cherry Blossom. Hey, Daniel again. Hey, Voracious One is up here. Worthy family, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hey, Curly Cookie. Let's see. Of course, Tamika is up here, everybody. Let me see who haven't I spoken to. Hey, Crystal, how are you today? Hey, Evolving Media, you guys. Today is Evolving Media's. I'ma say it's her 25th birthday. Taking years off of everybody. God dang it. Okay. Hey, Tita Weeda. Let's see.
Hi
Who?
everybody. Hi Candy. Hi Coco. Hi everyone. I was late to the party, but I'm here everyone. My heart is going out to you. You got this.
Yes. Hey, Jacqueline. Let's see.
Hey, heavy on the scat.
Yes. Look,
hey,
I'm gonna have a
Heavy.
shot for you,
Coco.
voracious. Cause look,
Thank you.
mine wasn't that deep. I just was super annoyed. Just super annoyed. So I'm gonna have a little shot for you. This is also included in a birthday shot for Evolving Media. Look, boom. Cheers, y'all.
All right. So, hey,
Happy
Mm-mm-mm.
birthday,
Coco. Hey,
Evolving
Cherry
Media.
Blossom. Hey, Daniel. That's me.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey,
Worthy.
yes.
Hey, Curly. Hey, that's that Worthy. Yes.
Curly
Hey,
said
Tita
we need to get
Nita.
our minds right, V1. Got to get our
Yes.
minds right.
Yes.
Candy, are you
Yep.
really over there taking shots?
Hey,
Me.
Crystal.
Yes, I am. I told you I had a
Oh,
bad day
okay.
myself, but mine wasn't that deep. It wasn't that personal. I was just tired and super annoyed.
No.
And You know, yeah.
And
I ain't gonna
happy
say I ain't
birthday
gonna
is
say what was
talking
really
to
getting me tight because look, it ain't a good look if I said it out loud, so I ain't gonna say it.
Well, listen, I'm celebrating and counting down because my baby only got 2 more days left in school. Hallelujah! So that means I only got 2 more days left of school.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
God. Yeah, you
Jesus.
ain't gotta
Thank
get
you,
up
Man,
early in the morning and get nobody
Jesus.
and do all that driving. Oh God, yes. Oh, I
Yes.
used to love it when the kids went back to school. Ooh, look, yeah. Go, Curly Cookie. What you went on site? You had to work on site today. Is that what you're talking about?
yes,
Look,
and I
who
missed
else
her
need?
on Twitch. She was at the building and they took all her attention away from Twitch. And I'm like, damn, I know she can't be up with me all night. Normally I got her all day. But she had to take her behind to the building, so I had to suck it up.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see. So we can get into our little topic today. See what we're talking about today. Well, honestly, the morning time, we sometimes
Morning.
if nothing's happening, you know, we just oh my God. Because sometimes it just you know, by morning till the evening ain't nothing changed. So let's see what's going on in social media while we're getting warmed up here. Let me share my screen and just hop through a couple things and see what's going on. Let's just see. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, y'all, let's see. We're starting off. I'm gonna go back to Shade Room. I'm gonna go to Shade Room first. Ooh, yeah, y'all know this my man right here. So it says Kendrick Lamar tops Spotify's list of the 100 greatest hip hop songs of the streaming era. So yeah, somebody's in the thing here said Kendrick's a better rapper than Cole and Drake. They just make better mainstream music. I do believe that's true. I do believe that's true. I'm not going to put their music down, but his music is just a little deeper, and not so surface as theirs. So, so there's that. Now, what is Amber Rose doing up with Trump with that crazy tattoo on her forehead, y'all? So yeah, I
Well, that
don't
don't
know what's
surprise me, Candy, because she's one of them.
well. So somebody said the woman that claims to care about women's rights votes for the guy who took women's rights away. Amber is not for women's rights. She's only for herself. If y'all listen to her podcast, this probably won't be shocking to you. She argues who friend down with Republican talking points. That didn't make sense at the end, but hey,
Welcome to the stage.
Hey, 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 y'all.
mm-hmm. Look, this is a comment after your own heart to me because somebody said she's a white woman first. We knew she was a clown from the moment she started talking. I miss the good old days when Kanye was controlling her and she was to be seen and not heard. That's sad. Now, look, I ain't gonna say all that now, but oh my
I
God.
mean, she said all
I
that. I
agree.
said,
I agree.
Oh, here we go. We knew Jocelyn was right about you, and I don't even like her. Somebody said, damn, I've been following you for years, and today is the day I will unfollow. You have a black son. He's against everything I thought you believed in. LGBTQA, women's right, the list goes on. Super disappointing. So, yeah, I don't know what her point was for going, but she want Amber just wanted to be spoken about. Look, let's be for real. I don't think this is any more than that. Hey, Elise. Hey, Toya. Amber Rose just wanted to be talked about. Period. Point blank. That's all she wanted to do. Okay. Ooh, what? Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. It says Diddy reportedly legally barred from saying Cassie's name in public after the settlements. It says, according to TMZ, Diddy and Cassie are both legally barred from speaking about each other in public after the November 2023 settlement. The news comes after Diddy received backlash for not directly apologizing to Cassie in his apology video after footage of him assaulting her was released. According to sources close to the matter, the settlement included a very tight non disclosure agreement that prevents the two from mentioning each other in public forums. Oh, so could that have been
Candy,
why? Huh?
Candy.
What's up?
Didn't I tell y'all when he did that BET award thing and he mentioned her name that was a trigger for her? Nigga, you can never speak my name again. Like for real.
Mm-hmm.
N-
Ooh.
Not only
So
that,
that
but what if he? Oh, sorry, Candy. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, not only that, but what if he made that video just moments before he actually, whooped on her, because that's what it came from. Like once you go back and just look at their pictures, like look at like how they like held hands. Like she barely held this man hand. Like she had gave him her pointy finger, and then like, I seen all of that. So this could have been like a everyday abuse for her. I just feel so bad for her.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said when he said her name on that award show, saying I want to thank Cassie and all that, that sent something through that girl body. Like this nigga still torturing me. So yeah,
He
that
was. He was trying to get at her, and he was trying to trigger her husband as well. I feel
hmm
that. Mm-hmm.
hmm
I think he was trying to really get, because her husband don't play, and her husband had been taking shots and stuff like that. But I think it was other things going on that was causing him to do that. It's like, why would you be speaking this man's wife's name all like that? Just let it go. Leave it alone. Leave her alone. So yeah.
That was him
Oh my God, y'all.
taking
This
out
is gonna. I think that
distance.
these people. Okay, go ahead, voracious one.
I said that was like him still antagonizing her from a distance.
it definitely was.
Mm-hmm. It was. So you guys know that this is a new couple on the scene. People have been trying to figure out if it's real or fake or whatever. I think they really are dating. So he gonna talk about she want a Birkin, so I got her some Birkenstocks. Look at this. He got Ruby Rose in these shoes right here. He's funny. Look, that's one thing about a man that makes you laugh. Now, he might need to go see somebody about that toe right there, this big toe. But other than
I
that, the toes
And
ain't too bad. Hmm.
I
Yeah.
saw a video earlier today of some messages exposed from Ruby Rose talking to some other guy, and she was saying that he was just her friend.
Who? That Drewski is just her friend?
That's what she said in the text.
Where you saw this at? It's on your channel?
No, it's not on my channel, but I saw it today. I don't know which outlet it was though, but I did see it.
It's quite possible, girl. It's quite possible. So let's go to this one. Scrappy shares a message after footage of Diddy assaulting Cassie surfaces. If Diddy walked past me right now, I'd take the fade with him just cuz. Let's see. Let's see.
Diddy, if Diddy walk past me right now, I take the fade with him. Just straight up, I'll take the fade with cuz. I don't care about no apology and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one for a woman to the dog at you and you say, "Oh, I lost my mind," and we can kind of look at it like, "Oh yeah, cuz got the two-piece that failed. He kind of lost it." But nah, cuz the way he did, shouted that was foul. Man. That was some real. And you can tell he was doing that shit for a long time. Cause
Right?
she was frantic. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be on that. Got my mother daughters, and not about my daughters, every last one of them, and my sisters, and my sister. So off with this, y'all go to them other mother pages that was cool with them, that y'all seen around and that knew that. You feel what I'm saying? Get out my mother page with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Go somebody else page with that shit, trying to on purpose bring it down. You ain't even got no proof. I ain't never said no like that. Never. So go find that. All y'all blogs, go find it. I'll sit right here. And if y'all find something, I apologize. But I guarantee you ain't going to find no. Well, I'm saying Cassie was lying. Is that her name, Cassie? Cassie? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never say no shit like that. Now when the motherfucker got paid. What? That give you clear. That's clear right there. Something happened. That's clear right there. Something happened. I'm not like some of you motherfuckers. I'm not. I don't look at rich motherfuckers that's wealthier than me and rich and get mad and be happy when the motherfuckers fall. No, I just get out the way. Cause I'm like, they'll do it to one, they'll do it to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? I don't watch Bill Cosby about some shit when he was in his 20s. You feel what I'm saying? And half of them all white. You feel what I'm saying? They won't give our sisters that. They won't give our sisters that. Let our grandma say Bill Cosby did something to her. They gonna give her the minimum. And y'all gonna sit up there and fight for them. Y'all gonna fight for them other folk. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gonna say that all the time. Fight for your kind, lady. Fight for these black. Fight for the black. Fight for the black. Doing this, going through this same shit. They got broken and they sitting there with broken. Can't pay them. They ain't not even getting paid off the. They ain't even getting paid off the money. They is sitting there going through that shit. And we need to help them motherfuckers too. We need to help them motherfuckers too. Because guess what? They stayed for 15, 20 years and they really don't know how to get out. Ain't no money to pull them out. Ain't no
Right.
money to pull them out. And it's people that like Diddy, man, that's some shit money that know he got money and know he can goddamn like get that girl to not say nothing and try to do all that, man. That's some weird ass shit. Because if that Diddy walk past me right now, I'd take the favor. Just cause. Just straight up. I'll take the favor cause. I don't care about no apology and all that.
Okay. Look, I think I like Scrappy a little bit more today. Right
Man,
this moment, I like Scrappy a little bit more.
Scrappy been on that
Okay.
shit.
Now I seen this. Toya, was he defending him at one point? Now he just said to go back. You ain't gonna find nothing where he defending that. Now was he really before I say I'm rocking with Scrappy now? I might be Team Scrappy right now. Hmm. Was he
he,
talking bad?
he just said that he never said she was lying. So if he ain't say that, he might say he won't need to see some footage first before he can get his opinion. But I don't
And
know.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There really is nothing wrong with that. But you know what? Now that people seeing this footage, there should be no excuse for anybody supporting him at
Yeah,
all.
but where's Stevie J at? That's the question. Because that's the
Oh,
motherfucker that
okay.
said
So
he ain't never seen him do anything.
Okay, so Toya said he needed to see evidence in order to believe it, and he once he saw his evidence, he spoke out. So I commend him for that because you know what? At the end of the day, we hear a lot of people saying little things, but I haven't seen anybody, come like this towards Diddy. And right now, I wish Diddy would walk by him so he could catch that fade. Y'all think Scrappy can fight?
Hell yeah, he'll beat him up.
You
He
think
beat
so?
up he beat up Stevie J, and Stevie J trying to come at 50 Cent. So I don't think that's a match.
Oh, okay. Look, right now, until he pissed me off, I'm Team Scrappy. Okay, now look at this. Okay, Eminem's daughter, Haley Jade, ties the knot over the weekend. Congratulations to her. Let's take a little look at a picture. Look at Eminem standing there with his Just for Men on his beard. She was a beautiful bride, I will say that. And there's a father daughter dance. So it says, congrats are in order for Eminem's daughter, Haley Jade, who married Evan McClintock over the weekend and was present as his baby girl gained the wife title. Haley took to social media to recap the special moment and said, we couldn't have asked for a better, more beautiful weekend celebration. So many happy tears were shed, laughs and smiles were had, and so much love was felt. Evan and I are feeling so grateful for all of the family and friends that traveled to support us and be part of this new chapter of our lives as husband and wife. So, they said some of the guests for the wedding included 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Jimmy Levine. So, yeah. You know what? I will say this. And I'm not saying that other celebs or black celebs aren't, but I am going to give him his flowers, you know, as a father. Because he didn't come up with any money. It's not like he's one of these white kids that grew up, with privilege and just liked rap and blew up, He struggled. He struggled in his life and everything, and it's nice to see, this for him and taking care of his daughter and things like that. That's nice to see. He deserves his flowers as a father. And hopefully, he passed his daughter on. Um and hopefully that's a good guy. So let's see.
Stand up for the real Slim Shady. Hey.
That's right. That's right. Every good dad, regardless, should be applauded. So, let's see. Who is this? Victoria Monet. It says, I'm gutted to share that I will no longer be able to perform at Governor's Ball NYC, Roots Picnic Philly, or Blavity Nashville this June. I'm so sorry. Candidly, I've been dealing with some ongoing health issues that have to be addressed right now, but I will be back out there soon. That's a promise. Please know it wasn't an easy call, but it's definitely for the best. All other shows are still moving forward as planned. I have heard that she has oh, oh Lord, I don't want to say the wrong thing. She has something. Is it lupus? No, Pecos. Pecos. Why somebody in the comments say just take the pregnancy test? Oh my God, people can be real ignorant. So before I move on a little bit, because we were doing our little mental health check, I want to let's get into the topic. I want to put it out there for you guys. Well, first of all, put one in the chat if you know what a transactional relationship is. Do you know what a transactional relationship is? Put a one in the chat if you do. If you don't, tell me what you think it is in the chat, because that's what we're talking about today. And I think so many people are in transactional relationships, they don't even know they're in a transactional relationship. But we're going to get into it. Let me do one or two more of these. Let's see. Let's remember Mike Brown in his 28th birthday. Had he not been, unalived, he would have been 28 years old today.
Happy
So
birthday, Mike Brown.
that's right. Happy heavenly birthday, Mike. Let's see what else we have here. Let me hear. Let me take this.
Last birthday he celebrated and will ever get to celebrate was his 18th. Just 81 days after his 18th birthday, a Ferguson police officer killed him. In a just world, Mike Brown would be with his loved ones right now, celebrating another year, dreaming of his future as he blows out the candles on his birthday cake. But instead, we are only left with the memories of who he was. Michael Brown's life was taken. It was taken from his mom, his dad, his friends, his siblings, his classmates, and from every person who knew and loved him. They were all left to live through the trauma police violence leaves in its wake. They were forced to go to school, to go to work, go get groceries, and live their lives after knowing someone they loved was killed. Brown should have turned 28 years old.
Candy, if you're talking, you're mute.
I was just about to say that.
Look, and I really was. Okay, so it said today Mike Brown would be 28. Instead, he was killed by a police officer at 18 years old. I'm joining Rep. Corey to reintroduce the Helping Families Heal Act with Mike's mom to secure mental health resources to communities harmed by police violence. So, happy heavenly birthday to Mike. He definitely should be here with us. Um, Now this should be funny because I think that this white kid, he's not a kid, he's a grown ass man, but I think he's so funny. Tom Hanks' son. So this is funny. So Tom Hanks texts his son and said, Big man, look at him, big man. Can you explain the Drake Kendrick Lamar feud to me? Let me see what this man about to say. So Chet says, yeah, so Drake and this other dude, J. Cole, been saying they, along with Kendrick, are the big three in rap. Then Kendrick put out a song saying F the big three, it's just big me, initiating the beef. Then Drake was like, you got small feet because you're like 5'5" or whatever. And then Kendrick was like, you're a deadbeat dad, and made fun of his Canadian accent. So Drake came back and was like, oh yeah, well I heard you beat your wife. But literally like 30 seconds later, Drake put out a diss overshadowing Drake's diss, where he pretty much methodically dismantled Drake's entire psyche and called him a pedophile for flirting with young girls, and revealing Drake had another kid that he was hiding from the world, which turned out to be false. And Drake came back and was like, haha, I got your ass. I had people give you false info to make you look stupid, but it didn't even matter because then Kendrick just dropped another West Coast banger where he really went in on labeling Drake a pedophile. That was pretty much the sonic equivalent. Here, let me see. Where was that? Equivalent of when you took me to your high school in Oakland and we walked in on the basketball game and everybody started going nuts. Like if you heard it, you could just automatically know how to crip walk with the stank face while you clutching an Oscar in each hand with Marshawn Lynch, then dap him up and tell him town business, which solidified the win not only for Kendrick, but the entire West Coast. Tom said, holy cow, these are fighting words. People taking sides, who's winning? He said, did you just not read what I said? It seems like they have a good relationship. Chet's a fool. He's funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
Somebody said he basically said, damn, that's crazy, but who won? And didn't read shit he wrote. Somebody said, Chet saying, did you not read what I said is sending me because the parent really turns into the child. Okay. What is this right here? And then I'm done after this.
And here's how
So,
great Kevin is. He said, no problem, Chelsea. I got you. I'll just get you a gig on my movie. I said, great. Behind the camera, in front, I don't care. I'll direct it if I have to. He said he'd even help me fill out the paperwork. I was so excited. He said, I got you, Chelsea. I got you. I got you. And that's when I learned that if you ask Kevin for a favor, you can always count on hearing these three words. I got you. And then you can count on never hearing from him again.
oh, what?
Then when he came back with, I got you, I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you. I said, good, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol. And we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again.
Mm.
And here's
Don't
So, do
tell me
y'all
you
think?
got me. Don't tell me you got me, motherfucker. I'm gonna cut your motherfucking ass out.
Said no, don't have me. Give me what I said I need. Shoot. So
Right.
hey, that's what they said. How are you today? Do y'all think that Chelsea Handler was just joking around or that she really had that experience? Because I was quickly scanning the comments while it was playing, and some people seem to feel like she was just being facetious and that didn't, she was just poking fun at Monique. I don't think she was poking fun at Monique. I think she was saying what happened in her experience
No,
and
she
just
probably.
confirming it.
No, I think she was poking at Monique.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think she would come at Monique? Now, Chelsea's a little ballsy. She's a little ballsy. I wouldn't doubt that she would, but do you really think she did?
I thought it was real.
Mm.
I felt like it
Oh,
was real too, but you know what? I don't be knowing they scene with these people sometimes. These
right.
right here. So
So I
Remember,
think it's real. So Monique said, hey, my sweet babies, what are the odds that both Chelsea Handler and I would share the same experience with Kevin Hart? But we're both lying, huh? I love us for real. Now, let me ask Coco, you put out a video about Kevin Hart today. What was that about? Do we need to play it?
It was,
Can't hear you.
I said it was about this.
Okay, okay, that's what it was about. All right, so now let's go into this. I know I said I was done, but I am seeing a little bit of tea here, so you know we got to cover it as is. So, Charlemagne the God gives Diddy Donkey of the Day. Stop spending the money and resources to attempt to cover up your lies and start using the money and resources to deal with your truth. Okay, let's hear what he got to say. Let's hear.
Monday, May 20th goes to Sean Combs. Not just Sean Combs, but the Bad Boy as a staff, record label, and mother effing crew, because y'all been enabling this kind of behavior for a long time. And clearly, after watching this apology video, and I put apology in air quotes, y'all are still enabling him. But let's start from the beginning. On Friday afternoon, a video from 2016 was released to CNN. And in the video, it shows Sean Combs viciously attacking and beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. When I saw that video, I was disgusted and disappointed. Like Diddy needed his ass beat. Like, I wish Cassie would have had a gun on her and would have shot him right there on the spot. That's my initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief, because it is Diddy, right? Diddy is a hip hop hero. He's an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. To sit here and act like the man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing is a damn lie. So there's this weird sense of grief. Like, another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy, and it's their own fault because of poor choices. A lot of different emotions. But then yesterday, Sean Combs decided to apologize. Now, when I first watched that video, I said to myself, Negro, please. Okay, he's not sorry. He's sorry that video leaked. And he's sorry he got caught. See, up until that video being released, Sean Combs was denying everything. Sean Combs put out a press release. They put out a press release, him and his team, that said, for the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. His lawyer has been screaming since all these allegations have come out that this is a witch hunt. Diddy is innocent, and these people are looking for a quick payday. You let your son put out that weak record, Pick a Side, taunting the FBI, basically telling people, keep that same energy when the smoke clears. Diddy, you posted on your page, time tells all. Yes, it does, sir. And it has told us that you are a liar. Okay, this is what I mean when I say people wake up every day and just volunteer lies. Diddy, how are we supposed to believe anything that comes out of your mouth? And furthermore, why should we not believe the rumors of things going in your mouth when you out here volunteering bold-faced lies? You would still be lying to us.
Oh, what he mean by that?
Going in his ooh squash, ooh squash,
Ooh,
ooh squash.
oh Lord, have mercy. Okay, he was there. Okay.
That you didn't do what you knew you was on tape doing. So who was this apology for? I'll tell you who it was for. Diddy's ego, Diddy's brand. Diddy and his handlers are looking at this all wrong. You trying to salvage his professional career. Let me be the first to tell you that's a
You look, I'm gonna just stop right here. There is never gonna be a brand that wants to work with Diddy again. Like, that part of your life is over, as far as I'm saying.
It's over.
You are no longer looked at as an icon. Like, you destroy what he said is true, and we've said, look, we ain't got to depend, because look, we have brains ourselves. We already said it. He has destroyed his legacy, and
Take that.
exactly, and no one is ever going to want him to be a brand ambassador for them or anything of the sort ever again. So I hope he knows that that part of your life is over. And look at this one as well. Look at this as well. It says, Mayor Eric Adams says his team is taking everything under analysis when asked if he's considering rescinding Diddy's key to the city.
About possibly rescinding the honor that you gave him last year when you presented him with the key to the city?
I think all of us were deeply disturbed by watching that chilling video of the young lady being assaulted by him and the committee and the team. We've never rescinded a key before, but we are now sitting down to see what the next steps forward are going to be.
So you are considering it?
We are taking everything under analysis, and the team will come back with me with a final determination.
All right.
You ain't got the key.
And you know what? The city of New York should take a stand. Right.
Very outspoken.
I think they should take that key back. You know what? Being that they only gave it to him a year ago, and he knew the things that he has done and things like that, it ain't like that key been sitting with him for 25 years. He ain't that used to it. Take that
First of all, that's an honor. That's an
He
honor
really
to get
open.
that key, and you ain't did shit honorable to be getting no key to no city when you did all this devilish shit for all these years. So they go take that key, and ain't nobody finna fuck with him. He finna have some more people coming out chopping his fucking head off. They gonna be making. They think he think that 50 is the only one on his ass. Shit. Mm-mm.
He is
This
not.
crazy.
But what does that key really open? 50 is coming for his spot, but I don't know what he's gonna do with it. But
Hmm.
what does that key open for real? He might as well just give it back now,
Not a
cause
damn thing. Yes,
That
give it
key
back.
don't
Just give
open
it back.
not a goddamn thing, but just material. And look, hanging up on this damn wall. What? You could just pay a toll to go in New York. So what key is it for real? For real?
thank you. Like I've always wondered about that key. Like, what is that key opening?
They got that same key at the toy store. It's like a
Yeah.
toy store. You could just buy it yourself.
Right. So what's Simone Biles talking about here? She said, "I'm going to quickly address this. The joke was never a joke. Y'all are blatantly being disrespectful to my relationship and my husband. So I'm going to go ahead and say this one time respectfully, F off. And if you keep commenting or tweeting at me, I'm just going to block you. Simple as that. And no, I don't need to touch grass or whatever the F y'all suggest. And everyone else that supports us, we love y'all so much. Girl, if you don't stop paying people mind, and now I do feel like, remember a couple months ago when her husband made that little comment, I feel like he could have shut his mouth. But what are people actually saying about him? Are they really coming? What, I know they're not still talking about that. So did he do something else?
That's what
Some
I'm
of the
trying
comment,
to ask.
yeah, somebody said, "Not now, girl. We're dealing with Diddy." Somebody else said, "Y'all leave." Somebody else said, "Y'all leave her and Mr. Biles alone." See how they trying to emasculate him? Oh gosh, look, yeah, I ain't got time for you.
And
You
she
shouldn't be
just
with you.
gave them more to talk about.
Right, because you married him, you love him. He don't have to meet anybody's standards but yours. So just stop worrying about that. Okay, you guys, look. That was quite a bit of hot topics they had. I didn't know they would have that much this evening. So now let's get into our little topic. So let's see. Do you guys know what a transactional? I named it fair exchange is no robbery because I feel like if everybody's benefiting from the situation, how could it ever be bad? But I do want to give you the technical definition of a transactional relationship. So, a transactional relationship is a business like arrangement based on mutual benefit and need between two people. In this type of relationship, both parties seek to gain something from the interaction, and each party tries to get the most value for their investment. Both people are on equal footing in this type of arrangements. So, who's down? Look, I am. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I
Because,
tried it.
okay, tell us about your experience with a transactional relationship. But I want to know this. You got to tell us this. When you went into it, did you know it was going to be a transactional relationship? Fair exchange is no robbery. Tell us about it, Tita.
Now, see, mine ended up being the opposite, Candy. See, right? He tried to make it a transitional relationship, right?
Transactional. Uh huh.
Transactional, transit, whichever one it is, it ain't acting right now.
So what happened? So what happened?
Cause it was all about what's in my pockets and what I can do and no reciprocation. So no, put a halt to it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That definitely. If you're not getting anything out of it, it's not a transactional relationship. Uh, Toya says, sounds like Jay Z and B. Oh Lord. So, but haven't we all found ourselves at one time or another in a relationship with someone where things were good between you guys, but you knew that it wasn't like, I know this ain't the love of my life. I know I'm not swept off my feet, but you know, um like say for instance, there's men out there that let's just give a couple examples. So say you're dating a guy that you not that into him, but you look, you like to cook, he likes to eat, he brings groceries to your house and you cook and y'all do that. That's transactional. You're both getting something out of it. You getting food in your house, he getting a meal, and such. There's transactional relationships that are based on sex. Okay, I'm gonna help you with your rent and everything like that, but when I come over here, this is me. We do what we do. That's transactional. You're both benefiting. So they're not necessarily always wrong, but I think that when they're based in the truth and facts and everybody knows what's up, what's wrong with that? Is it necessarily wrong?
No, it'll work if it's the truth, but when you got one fake party and the other one with truth, then no, it's
Right.
always somebody trying to outsmart the other.
Exactly. Well, that what Curly Cookies Curly Cookies said. Where's the love? Transactional relationships aren't necessarily about love. They're about benefits. So if you're with a man and you may be like because look, as you get older and things like that, you may always be like, oh yeah, I'm still craving the love, da 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 da. But we gotta keep in mind, especially as you get older, you're looking at other things. When I say other things, that's transactional. You're like, no, I don't want to be with a man if we're not gonna go on vacations together, we're not gonna do this or that, and then he has things that he wants as well. But you both have talked about these things, and you're in agreement that okay, this works for me and that works for you. Why not just do this together? Because we're both benefiting. What's wrong with? There's nothing wrong with that though. Coco, you ever had a transactional relationship?
I don't think so.
And let me put it to you like this. A lot of times people call it friends with benefits. You ain't never had no friends with benefits?
No, tried it. It always turned into a relationship.
Okay. Voracious one, have you ever heard or witnessed a transactional relationship or been in one yourself?
I'm trying to figure this transit. This is some new stuff to me, but no,
Hey,
I
Venus.
have not heard of this. Like I'm like, what? This is a thing? Wait a minute.
Yes, why not? Now, I'm not trying to go against love. I ain't going against the grain against love. Look, we all want the total package with everything, but sometimes you may realize, like, let me see what else is out here because you literally can be in a happy relationship that's transactional, where you guys both benefit. You put your money in, we both put our money in, we do this. It's not all on one person to do everything. There's give and take, and you have to be giving, what the other person wants. A lot of marriages are transactional. People don't realize it, but a lot of marriages are transactional relationships. You may be married, but you're married for certain reasons. You may be married to keep the status going. You know, things like that. Those are all transactional relationships. They're not really, a lot of times in different cultures, the woman may come from this family that's in the society, the male may come from another family, and they come together to join to be bigger and better with both families combined. That's a transactional marriage. Not saying it can lead to love, it could, but is it based in love? No. Other factors are involved that are saying, okay, we're going to be together to accomplish this. And that's another way to think of it. Two people coming together just to accomplish certain goals. It's not all romanticized. Look, okay, so look, this right here. Evolving Media said, I always date with a purpose. Yeah. Like, because even when you, like I said, especially when you get a little older, you don't have time to just be dating around just for what? Just to see? Hey T. Hey LA. Hey LA. LA, let me ask you something. What you doing, LA? LA ain't ready to talk, y'all. So it's not always a bad thing. So I'm just like,
I don't think it's a bad thing either.
no, it's not. Why couldn't it be beneficial? Isn't anything you do supposed to be beneficial? So
It
I'm
better
gonna go
be.
through this. This is
I
gonna
mean,
be this is 13 signs that you're in a transactional relationship. So let's go through. Here's some examples in case I'm not even putting it out there clearly. Y'all know I'm a ghetto it up a little bit, but here's some things right here. So, one partner has strong career aspirations, and the other agrees to attend functions and parties and play a role in helping further their partner's career. In return, the working partner promises future wealth and financial security. What's wrong with that? If you're dating someone and he needs you to play, the good partner and show up to his work events and his work dinners and things like that, that's a trans. You're looking good for me, and I'm gonna provide for you when I get where I need to be.
yeah. So that's okay. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Here's another one, and this is what I was saying when I said a lot of people are in marriages that are really transactional relationships. One partner stays home to manage their household and raise the children while the other goes to work. That's a transactional relationship. Raise my kids for me, and I will take care of everything financially. I will take care of you guys. That is a transactional relationship. Another example is one partner provides emotional support and stability while the other provides the financial support. Another example, one partner expects they will give sexual favors or act as arm candy in exchange for financial or emotional support. We all know things like this. We know couples that are together right now, and you know that they're there just to provide the money.
Like
So,
I mean,
Kanye.
my relationship. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying like
Peter.
Kanye.
Mm-hmm. Yes, cause he just insists his wife is arm candy. She ain't doing nothing but just being there and tending to his crazy and letting him do him and be the way that he wants to be, and I'll take care of you. Transactional. Now you got to put up with a lot in that example, Tita. You got to put up with a lot of crazy, I'm sure. But that's what she signed up to do. She knew what she was getting into. So here are signs that you're in a transactional relationship. You have clearly defined roles and responsibilities. In a transactional relationship, you both know precisely what's expected of you and what you can expect from your partner. There's a clear understanding of who does what and why. Number two, your relationship feels more like a business arrangement than romance. Okay, so it says a transactional relationship often feels more like a business partnership than a romantic one. You're both focused on getting what you want or need from the relationship, and there's less emotional connection. You may still care for each other, but the relationship focuses on meeting each other's needs rather than forging a deep emotional bond. Number three, you constantly keep score. Constantly keeping score is a way of life in a transactional relationship. Everything is a competition, and you always keep track of who did what and who owes what to whom. For example, you might track how much money your partner has spent, how often they help around the house, or how much emotional support you've given compared to what you've received. Four, you have a hard time compromising. Five, you often feel resentful. So these are just signs that you're in one, you guys. If you feel resentful, since a transactional relationship is based on an exchange of resources, and this pays a part into a lot with housewives that kind of are feeling like the man is controlling the money, and she has to ask and things like that. So yeah. Since a transactional relationship is based on exchange of resources, it's easy to feel disappointed when you don't get what you feel like you're owed. If your partner doesn't live up to their responsibilities, it can leave you angry, frustrated, and resentful. Six, there's a lack of emotional intimacy. But you know what? I need to have some type of intimacy in my transactional relationship. I don't think I could be in a transactional relationship because you have to be faithful too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be faithful. So where am I going to if your emotional needs aren't, because I really do suspect that sexual needs are going to be met, but what about emotional? And if your emotional needs aren't being met, do you want it?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Your conversations are surface level. So, y'all don't have deep conversations because you don't need to. We're in this for one purpose. 9, you avoid conflict. 10, you have different friends and interests. 11, you don't do nice things without a motive. Number 12, everything feels like a negotiation. Number 13, you get punished when you don't deliver. Now, see, I don't like that. Punish? So I don't know, you guys. Do y'all need to reevaluate and wonder? Does this make you wonder if you're in a transactional relationship or not?
Uh,
What you think, LA? Have you ever been in a transactional relationship?
no, no,
You said no. You got to be in it for the love, LA.
gotta be.
Well, that's true. Curly Cookie said, "I need conversation." Yes. So I don't know. I just think Mm,
Yeah, that's I
It's
figured
not
that's
anything
why.
that I would be interested in, but these do occur, you guys. So we're just putting it out there because you know what? If you're in one and you don't want to be in one, you need to, maybe this is your wake up call like, hey, this kind of sounds like what I'm dealing with. Really. And that's really just shedding a little light to it. There's some people that are perfectly happy. There's some people that don't get overly emotional. There really are truly people like that don't get that emotional. So they need this type of relationship because it's what works for them. They don't need all that romance and flowers and things like that. They just like, okay, I need this, this, and this. Okay, you need that. All right, I got that, and we move over, we proceed. So I don't know, you guys.
But
Uh,
Candy,
mm-hmm.
that usually happens in a relationship when you find a person that's been in a relationship like 20, 20
I was
years.
just about to say that, LA.
It's starting
That
to
this
happen.
actually sounds like it's yeah. I agree with you, LA. Where it starts out romantic and things and hot and heavy, and then down the line it becomes more transactional. Like we're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
So
all
wanted to
it
say.
always happens that way.
yeah, that's true.
Unless the two have like counseling. They started with counseling, they kept counseling in their marriage or relationship, whatever they were dating. They were going to
Mhm.
someone that they could sit down with, can help them go through the changes in their relationship, keep it healthy. They always say, try to keep it, try to, tell the man to say, hey, keep doing the things you were doing in the beginning to keep it fire in the relationship. You know,
Mhm.
if you don't have that coaching and these things around the males doesn't have that around them, then you begin to get a little lazy. You begin to, lose a little interest. And it's the same for the woman too. But it's always good to have that counseling, someone that you can sit with, old school person that has very, very, very good relationship, healthy relationship, where they have been in a marriage for like 45, 50 years, and they still got that fire.
Mhm. Yeah, I love to see couples that have been together a long time and are still very passionate about each other. Thank you for the super sticker, Tabika. Um, Let me ask y'all this: Who are now we did mention Kanye, but who are some other celebrity couples that we think have been in transactional relationships? I'll say one that we've been talking about hot and heavy: Diddy and Carisha. Okay, we're dating, and I'm gonna give you the amount that I heard was $250,000 a month. That's the amount I heard from a close source. So transactional relationships, and a lot of these celebrities are in relationships like these.
I feel like Jay and Bay is as well, but they just be holding a face.
Hey, Sip and Talk, you don't think that Jay and Beyonce have a genuine relationship?
Because if
You,
you literally listen to their song, especially the one album where they that last album that they like kind of came out with together, if
uh-huh.
you listen to the stuff they saying in there, they basically telling you they business partners.
after Jay had cheated on her and did all that other stuff, it kind of, Beyonce kind of, kind of the fire went out about the relationship.
Yeah.
But
I think
Jay
she
and Will,
genuinely wanted it until
Jay,
he cheated.
mhm.
Oh, here, let me read your comment, Venus. I think Beyonce really wanted that relationship in marriage, and okay, this is my husband. But I think that when he cheated, that I think that's when it became more of a business relationship and cheaper to keep her, and how's it going to look for the both of us? Like, you're the top of your game, I'm the top of my game, and so how's that going to look if we divorce? Because we all know now Tina, her mom, did get away from her cheating dad and things like that, but we know that she comes from a family where she is used to, you know, she's not used to being she didn't come from no single mom or anything like that. Not that she, even though she could be, with no issue, because it's not like she has any type of financial burden where she couldn't raise her children. But you know sh- she's seen her mother stay, I think. And so, yeah, mom got out, eventually after the humiliation got too much, he making babies and stuff. You really can't stay after that. But I think it started off with her really wanting the marriage. So Venus says, is asking for gas money over to his house if he wants me to drive to him transactional? Mm,
Nope.
no, because I wouldn't say that's transactional, because you're not necessarily getting anything out of that.
She might be.
Yeah, I was about.
Oh, but are you? Oh, look. Let me not. Are you though? Look, Venus chime in. She said, because I be charging ninjas. I'm not wasting gas money on you, and most happily oblige. But what's going on when you get there? Because that's just
Oh, where's
I don't
taking
want
me?
to. I don't want to be crass. I don't want to be crass, but I don't think that's really the definition of
No, that
transactional.
no, that's not transactional. I mean,
Mm-mm.
if he asking for over and all that, he should be fucking gas
He
money.
should. Yeah,
And
because more than likely he calling you over there to get some ass any
yeah,
damn
but
way.
the whole thing is, I shouldn't have to ask you to gas money to come over there if you want to see me. Like, that's some bullshit. I wouldn't even go.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes it transactional. If you
Yeah, me.
you don't pay any gas, then you going over there get that's a transaction back and forth.
Yeah.
Right, but the whole thing is she's not really getting none out of it. That's not what she wanted. If she didn't want to be around him and he's asking, requesting for her to come over, and then she has to ask for gas money, he don't. I mean, that's a bum for one.
But what
That's
if
not,
he?
Okay. Somebody's comment was kind of cut off. And that's what I said. I already said that Diddy and Carisha had a transactional relationship. Okay, let's see. Venus says it's like a sneaky link type thing. But if he wants me to drive to him when he should be coming to me, then yeah, I'd like gas. Cause why can't you come over here? And you know what? And you should. If look, ain't you over there living with your mom and them? Don't be having no man coming over there. Look, that's Mama Candace talking. Okay, let me see. What else can we consider, or have you had any experiences like that? Sip and talk, have you ever had a transactional relationship?
I think that's how mine
But
started.
you know what? You know what? It's been like this since the dawn of days. Look, even remember that old song? What's that song? No romance without finance.
Yeah. Can I talk now?
Yes, ma'am. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. So I think that that's how mine started. Like, I'm just trying to be transparent because how can I put this without making me feel bad? But I mean, okay, so back then I didn't have a car. I didn't know how to drive or anything, but I was in college at the time. Donovan, he was full time working, and he had a car. I didn't want to go back and forth on Metro. Metro is, public transportation, back and forth to school. So when he really started talking to me, and I really didn't really wanted to show interest, but I'm like, I'm a, like, okay, maybe I need to talk to him because he do have a car. You know what I mean? Now in the mean run, he was staying with his mom. So when I did like make that connect, like he was staying at my house like every other weekend and stuff like that. Then it turns into every weekend. So I feel like, look, I'm using you for your car and you using me for my damn house at the time. Now,
Uh-huh.
talking about it now that we're married, I feel like I am in a transitional. Wait, is that how you saying it?
Transactional.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
transactional marriage, because I don't know if I should say like it's level, because I don't know, but it's just like he benefits me and I benefits him. And it's not us using each other. It's just us, learning to go on without us being stressed out. So why not, do that? So that's the meaning that I'm
I
saying.
mean, y'all just basically work together to y'all relationship. That I mean, that's not if you had a business and he had a business, and then you had to support his before I mean, as far as stuff like that. That was just y'all being in a relationship.
Oh, you breaking up, Tita. Uh-oh, Tita, you
I
breaking
don't
up.
think
For
that's
me,
transactional. And I said you put each other still
Tita,
can't
I
hear me.
can't hear anything you're saying. Mm-mm. You breaking up. Okay, you may have to come back and come back in or something like that. Yes, you guys, show Evolving Media some birthday love. It's her birthday today. Okay, Tita's back. Okay, Tita. Hey,
Yeah.
Marla.
Hey, Miss Marla. Yeah, I was saying I don't think it was transactional. I think y'all just had a regular relationship that grew with each other as far as what y'all needed in y'all life. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was transactional.
I think that probably with this, I think it's more along the lines of what LA said. I think probably a lot of long-term marriages. I mean, you have long-term marriages that, like I said, they're still passionate about one another and things like that. But then I think it's kind of like LA said, you kind of make that transition into transactional instability and what you guys both bring to the table. I think that's a positive transactional relationship.
Yeah, yeah. In that those terms, yeah, I can see it that way for Hattie too.
Mhm. But look, you said it was transactional in the beginning. But you was getting some out of it. He was getting something out of it. So yeah, it worked out for y'all. So nothing absolutely at all wrong with that. So anything else that we're gonna touch on before we get out of here today, y'all? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I don't have nothing. Have a great one, everyone.
We good. Yes. Look, cause I just got off work. So everybody have a wonderful remainder of your day. We will see you tomorrow night. We don't have a morning show on Tuesdays. So look forward to that on Wednesday. And thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate everybody. Oh, Marla's coming up. I want to get her take on transactional relationships. So let me
Hey.
see. Hey Marla, can you hear us? Uh-oh, Marla might be
Can you
driving.
get no, I'm here. I'm here.
You
Okay,
said
I can hear
speak
you.
now. You said speak now. Anybody else have anything else? You want to speak now? Forever hold your peace. I said Diddy ain't shit. Okay, what are y'all talking about?
What's it? And he ain't. We are over here.
Okay,
We
so
were discussing transactional relationships,
okay,
and
which
so
most people have.
exactly. That's what I said, Marla. I said
Most
most
people have.
people are in
Most people
transactional
do.
relationships, and some people either whether you admit it or not. And LA came up here and he made the perfect example. A lot of people are in transactional marriages, because, maybe they've been married 10 or plus years or whatever, but they're stable, they're happy relatively. It may not even be all that you wanted,
Most
but
of us.
you're in a good place and you
Most
ain't
of us
leaving
are in.
that.
Most of us, especially if you're black, and I'm guilty, and I had to get my life together. But most of us are in transactional relationships with our kids. What are you talking about? Not even marriages. This it's transactions amongst us is the main thing running. Very
Mhm.
few of us as children, black children, experience a parent. My family is transactional that just
Mhm.
says, I don't care what you do or where you go in this world, I love you because you're you. How many of us can say that that's really how they were loved and raised by their parents? Honestly,
Mhm.
raise your hand. It's transactional relationships is how we mostly exist. You do this and I'll give you this. You do this and I'm gonna give you some, I'm gonna give you praise and adoration. You do this, you achieve what I want you to achieve, and I got your back. But how about just letting me just be? And it's interesting because that is the age old discussion and debate in my family between me and Dave. Dave is one
Mhm.
of those few people. He didn't grow up. I grew up with a lot of money, but I grew up 1,000% transactional.
Mhm.
And he didn't have any money, but he grew up 1,000% unconditionally loved. I don't care what you do. You're amazing because you are. So it's more entrenched in most of us than we think.
When you notice that, this may be totally off topic or it could be part of the topic, but just when you said that, it made me have a question. So when you notice that about Dave's upbringing as opposed to yours, how did that make you feel? Did that make you feel, man, I really want to be a part of this, be a part of this family? I mean, or did you
Yeah.
even think about it at all?
No. I mean it made me understand a lot immediately. And then it made me there's a lot of things you go through. At first you're a little defensive. Like, why do you think you're better than me?
Mhm.
I'm a competitive person. But secondly, what it made me do was say, you know what? I would prefer that. That feels better to just be loved because I am, to just be
Mhm.
accepted because I am, that I don't have to do anything for you to love me. It just, you love me because I'm Marla, and that's it. Just be Marla. Marla's good enough. So that was something I was striving toward at some
Mhm.
point. And it's interesting because, and Candy, you and I and Dave will talk a lot about this when we give you the exclusive relationship show.
Yeah.
But it bled a lot into that. That has a lot to do with our longevity on the real. That has a lot
Mhm.
to do with our longevity because it was me who said, man, I want that. And then it was me getting 15, 20 years into a marriage and going, okay, I'm filled up with that. But then what about what I'm bringing to the table?
Mhm.
And there's that. So it's finding the balance. But I just know for a fact that, and I talked about this on Banger's panel the other day quickly. I got disowned for being pregnant at 18. Literally, my dad said, choose another last name. You're
Mm.
gonna be anybody but a McCraw. You're not gonna be a McCraw because I chose something that was outside of what he wanted me to choose. It wasn't that you've always been a person of great character. You've always been a really good person. You're just an amazing girl. I'm only amazing as long as I'm doing what you want me to do.
Yeah,
When
and
I
that's
didn't
very
do it,
transactional.
it's
When you're
very
not, I'm sure
transactional.
he probably didn't want to give you money. You went and went
Are you
against what I
kidding? He
wanted you to
cut.
do.
Listen, my
Mhm.
friends, wealth to the street. He cut me off of everything. I had no insurance. I came from a wealthy family, and I went from that to nothingness. Applying for WIC. Let's take it to that
Mhm.
because I got pregnant with somebody that my dad hated. and I just sucked it up. But there's something in me, and this is the thing I like to share, that was determined to be different than that. That
Mhm.
felt so terrible to me. Like and I never fought it, but I fought within myself. I fought to say, I'm never going to do that to my kids. Wherever you go, I got you. What do you want to do? My mother used to fuss all the time. My mother's transactional. It's all about what we look like. It wasn't about how we truly were. I can't believe
Wow.
you let Monique wear pink hair. I said, I don't care. If the worst battle I ever have to fight is that she wants to wear pink braids, then I won.
Right. Yeah,
Who cares? I was
that's
like,
small in the grand
I
scheme of
don't
things.
care. Who cares? She wants to get her ears pierced, fine. I don't care. That doesn't mean anything to me. Your character means everything, and you're good. So I'm just saying that I transaction is where most of us live, and it's
Yeah,
very.
cuz you got to get something. You got to get something, they need something.
Mhm.
Everybody wants something.
Yep. And I'm telling you, it is more prevalent in the black community, and I've been around a lot of wealthy white people,
Mhm.
and they don't operate like us. Oh no, no, no. I want them to just experience the world. So we took them out of school for a month and we traveled to Africa. Really? But they're in high school. They're in junior high. It doesn't. This is what we do. Oh, blah 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 blah. I have a client that made their kids. They're multimillionaires, probably close to billion.
Mhm.
And he would 4% is what his corporate gifting was required. He made them give double that, and each of their kids had to give to a charity of their choice every year. And once I got close to the family, he looked up one year and we were laughing because they all gave to minority NAACP. Some situation over in Kenya, they were like, because that was like their black mom. So then they got open to the black community, and all they wanted to do was give to black people. So their parents were cracking up, like, what in the hell is going on here? But that's how they loved their kids. Were different in that way. Their freedom was just, we don't care who you are and what you're going through. Be you. I'm not gonna not do this because you don't do this. Their structure is very different than ours.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had it both ways. I would say it was transitional with my transactional with my mom, but with my dad, he didn't give a damn what I did.
And
He
there you
just
go.
knew. He just knew if I called, it's whatever I wanted.
And I think, Tita, it's good for us to say this in a way that's interesting, because I don't want to confuse, and I'm glad you said what you just said, because I don't want to confuse transactional with blind permissiveness when it comes to parenting, at least. It's different in a relationship, in a romantic relationship with an adult. But there is a requirement, in my opinion, to guidelines or guide rails and structure for children. I do think that. I don't think we teach our children. I don't think that encouraging our children to be void of character, because any and everything life is all about you forever. And who cares about everybody else, because you're the best thing since sliced bread, and oh well. Because that is honestly how we create the Diddies
Mhm.
and the Trumps of this world. That you put your kids up on a pedestal. So there is a difference, and transaction is different than permissive provision.
Okay. Well, Marla, I want to ask you something real quick. It is really not for me. I don't know. Maybe you have some kind words for Voracious, who's dealing with a family member, close family member that they're on the odds with, who seems to feel like, she's done so much better, than him in life. And seemed like from, when she was relaying it, wants her to feel guilty about that. Do you have any advice or tips on dealing with someone like that, or have you ever experienced that before?
Absolutely, I have advice for that. I just had a conversation with somebody today that really needed help, somebody very close to me. And I basically said, at some point, the real problem is if you present, if you come into a situation where you're trying to prove yourself and you are not really allowing yourself to just, there should never be an apology for you to be who you're going to be. But if you present something that you want people to accept and they respond to that, then just deal with that, because that's the problem. The problem is real gratitude comes from real acceptance. But how can I accept the truth that you won't show me? So what I'm really saying is that, there is no such thing as guilt in love. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. That in itself is a problem. So do you really, do you even see me? Can you just accept me for who I am? Why
Mhm.
would you want to guilt me into being either what? To love you or to be submissive to you or to be subservient to you? In other words, real love wants me to fully shine. You want me to be who I'm going to be, because if you trust who that is, th- my me is gonna walk beside and support you. It's not gonna, my me won't destroy you either. My me is to be as strong as I can be so you can lean on me when needed. That's what my me is here for. So I can't ever tell anybody what to do because it's not my relationship and we all have our own paths and journeys. But
Mhm.
I would encourage someone to look deeper into what your real self is doing in a situation. And what is it that you truly didn't want to admit to yourself that you actually need, that you didn't want to say you needed? Because there's a lot of things that come forward when we're truthful with ourselves. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. Sometimes we just don't want to be financially abandoned. Sometimes there's a lot of reasons why we do the things we do, but we cover them up because we try to meet social norms. We don't like to say them to ourselves because they sound ridiculous. It's like, wait, I'm not that weak, or I'm not that lonely, or I'm not that, but in reality, you're not that whole. You got to get whole. You can't fill it up with a relationship or with a job or with money or with, all the things we keep talking about. No one else can fill that up for you. So what I would say to Voracious would just be really go back and take a clear inventory of you and what it is, because you can never get somebody else to see that in you. They have to, once you take a clear inventory of who you are, there are things you will not accept. And then they have to take a real inventory of who they are. And sometimes you get to the point of, I did my list and you did your list, and there are certain things I can't change. And I have to say this right quick, Candy. In my
Mhm.
family, I did this. This is not a joke. I actually did this work for myself on my own. No therapist told me to do this. I was so tired and spent with my family, my immediate family, all of them, that I was like, you know what? I put everybody's name down on the list. It's not a joke, for a week. And I said, okay, do you want this relationship with this person? And I went down
Mhm.
each day and I said yes or no. Then once I said yes, I took another week and I said, okay, each name, one day at a time. Let me think about it. What would it take for me, Marla, to really be in this relationship? And I went down the list. And then I went back and I spent 2 weeks trying to figure out if I had enough surplus or capacity or whatever to actually meet these needs with each of these humans. So I established, yes, I want the relationship. B, I established having this relationship would mean changes that I needed to make, because I can't expect anybody else to be different. I have to see them and accept them for who they are. Now, can I deal with that? Now, where am I going to get this from? Do I even have it? Because that's what it's gonna take. And I did that. And so sometimes we get to that point where I realize I got nothing else. I've cried my eyes out on this platform with most of you guys. And now I
Mhm.
realize I don't have anything. I don't have anything. If I tell you that I've loved you with all that I am, and you tell me that's not good enough, and you want me to feel differently or guilty about what I don't even have any more to give you, then all you're telling me is that nothing you do to love me is ever going to be felt. I've heard you. Now it's God's job. I got to step aside.
Okay. Uh-oh. There you are, Marla. You
Yeah,
popped
I'm here.
down.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right, you guys. I think that those are some good words to go out with. Did you take any, were you able to take anything from that, Voracious? I don't want you to be upset the rest of the night. She may be thinking.
Is it just us? I see Tamika on here. Hey, Tamika.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Miss
you guys, it has been a wonderful show. Thank you for coming by, Marla. I appreciate you. And you guys, we will see you tomorrow for another Candy Coated Conversation once
Hey,
again.
Candy,
Thanks for
before
coming.
we leave, can
Yeah.
we say one more time happy birthday to Evolving Media?
Yeah. Look, you want to sing to her?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Evolving Media. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Happy birthday, Evolving Media. Okay, you guys. See you later. Bye. Look, let me bring this up here.